What do Andrew Carnegie, Cornelius Vanderbilt, and Henry Ford have in common? I mean, besides building huge fortunes and creating entire new industries. Not one of them could be a CEO today. And not just because they're dead. Carnegie, Ford, Rockefeller, Vanderbilt, and you can throw in John Jacob Astor and David Sarnoff for good measure. None of those guys could have gotten within 2 temps and an admin of an executive management training program, because not one of them had an MBA, or a bachelor's degree, or even a high school equivalency diploma. Okay, I exaggerate. Old John D. Rockefeller, who founded the fortune, was a high school grad. He also did 10 weeks at Folsom Commercial College, learning single and double entry bookkeeping, banking and exchange, commercial history, mercantile customs, and penmanship. I think it was Mark Stein, a hyper-conservative right-winger, who was ragging on Barack Obama, pointing out that the president, a Harvard grad and Chicago Law School prof, had more credentials than a Justice Department task force and about as many accomplishments as a Mormon missionary in Mecca. I am, of course, paraphrasing. Stein's not as good with words as I am. Hell, he spells Stein Steyn. Anyway, Stein obviously has a point when it comes to accomplishments versus credentials. Who would you want running a company you had stock in? Cornelius Vanderbilt or Carly Fiorina? The bunch of CEOs who took to their golden parachutes, while the rest of us were left in free fall, had top cabin Ivy League graduate school credentials. But they built no railroads and shipping lines like Cornelius Vanderbilt, no steel industry like Andrew Carnegie, no cars like Henry Ford, no philanthropic foundations like John D. Rockefeller. Left us no accomplishments, save for a worldwide financial instrument scam Tony Soprano would have been proud of. There are reasons HR and hiring managers give more cred to credentials, degrees, job titles, having worked at brand name companies than mere accomplishments. One is shorthand or maybe just laziness. Without effort, they can see a career at a glance. 2, blame game. Hey, not my fault he didn't work out. The guy had a Wharton MBA and was vice president in charge of marketing and matrices for domestic and overseas developmental affairs and associations at Enron. 3, too stupid, or to be kind, too ignorant to be able to judge accomplishments. How is somebody in HR or a hiring manager with a psych, business, or tech background expected to judge a designer's or writer's portfolio? Credentials trump accomplishments. Perception trumps reality. And the Donald trumps. This is Don Laskin, and that was Observations.